Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve lead code problem 844 backspace string compare. This was asked in one of the past Google interviews. So let's solve this problem. So given two strings s and t, return true if they are equal when both are typed into empty text editors. Hash means a backspace character. Note that after backspacing an empty text, the text will continue empty. So they have given us this example. So let's take this example over here and we will discuss about the problem and how we are going to solve it. So, so as you can see, if both s and t strings are given and backspace, this hash character means backspace. So as you can see, so basically, if you are typing a, b, then hash, so when you type hash, then this B character will go away, right? Basically, backspace means at that time only A character will stay there, and then C means AC will become, right, like this basically. And ADC means when you type A, D, and hash. So once you type hash, then it's a backspace, right? So once you hit a backspace, then the character will go away. So A will stay, and after that C will come, right? This C will come, right? So it becomes AC. So both strings, after the processing, you will see that both strings are same, AC AC. So we have to return true basically. If both strings are same, we will return true, otherwise we will return false, right? So that is the problem, backspace string compare, a Google interview question. So how we are going to solve this? Let's look at the solution now. So let me just backtrack this one. So what we are going to do is we are going to process S and T strings in a way that whenever character by character we will read this, right, and we will put it into a stack basically, right? So this is our stack 1, correct, and then we will have another stack 2 here, right, for string T, right? So stack 1 is for string S. So when A comes, we will add it into the stack. When B comes, this B comes, right? Then we will add it into the stack here. When hash comes, then we are going to remove it from stack, right? So B will be removed from stack, and then when C comes, we will add it into stack, right? So as you can see, C is removed from stack, and then we will just take it out and convert it into string. So S1, once we convert it into string, it becomes AC basically. Once we convert it, right, the stack into string, it becomes AC. So we are going to do the same thing with string T. So we will read it character by character and we will put it into stack 2. So character A comes, we will push it into stack. Then D comes, we will push it into stack. Then when hash comes, we will pop it out. So D will go out of stack, and C comes, we will again push it into stack. So after the string is processed, then we will take this string out, so it becomes AC once we take it out, right, from the stack. So both this string and this string, we will compare afterwards, and if it is true, if it is same, using equals we will compare it, we will return true, otherwise we will return false. So basically we are going to solve this problem using stack. So let's look at the implementation quickly. So I implemented a method. It's a helper method, right? So it takes a string and first it creates a stack of characters, right? Stack, and then it will process the string character by character, right here. And whenever we see, whenever it's not a hash character, we will push it into stack. And if we are encountering a hash character and stack is not empty, we will pop it out from stack, right here. And at the end we will just do string dot value of stack, so it gives us the string basically, right, like this. And then we will call process string for S as well as process string for T here. So we get both strings and we will just use equals to compare both strings. If they are same value, then we are going to return true, otherwise we will return false. So that is the solution for this problem. So let's take the example they gave us here, right? AB hash C and AD hash C, right? So let's run the code now. So as you can see, we are getting output as true, so which is correct. So we can take another test case, little longer, little bigger test case than this one, right? So this is our test case now. This is also same string, right? If you take out hash here, hash, then it becomes the same string basically. So let's run this code. So it should give us true. So we are getting correct answer true, right? So if the one that we are trying now, let me just put it here for you, so you can quickly read this. So this is the example that we just tried now, right? So the first one, if you look at the first one, let me just take it here, okay? So we will just process the first one, right? So we get hash, then we will remove this, we get hash, then we will remove this, right? So this is the string. And second, we get hash, we will remove this backspace, and we get hash, we will remove this. So as you can see, both strings are same ACEF ACEF. That's why we are getting true here, right? And now let's just check, do another case now. So instead of F, if I say G here, then they will not match, so it should return as false. So as you can see, we are getting correct output. So let's just submit this solution. So our solution got accepted by LeetCode. So this is the way you can solve backspace string compare problem using stack. Stack is good in maintaining the order, right? So last in first out is the LIFO data structure, stack is. So for this kind of, typically these kind of problems, using stack will make the solution very easy. If you haven't already checked my playlist for LeetCode solutions, please check it now. It has over 100 solved examples, explained with problems, explained with examples and Java code. So please go through them. Those examples contains previously asked questions by big tech companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and so many other companies. So go through them. It has a variety of problems, including dynamic programming, string related problem, linked list related problem, priority queue related problems, optimization problems that were previously asked in the interviews. So go through it, it will give you a good hands-on experience on coding problems that come in the interviews. As well as there is another playlist, you can check it out, called as Java interviews. So it has Java telephonic interview related frequently asked questions and answers, and how to approach those questions, what typically what questions are asked on phone interview. So there is a playlist for that also on my channel, so please go through that. If you find this video helpful, please like it and subscribe it. If Please like it and subscribe this video if you find it helpful, because that is the way the video can reach to more people. They can also watch it and get benefited when they are preparing for their coding and Java interviews. So please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching this video.